you like a helmet just like this, go over to greengrind.com and shop some of your favorite mini and life-size replica helmets. They have, you can add, of course, the visor, the chin strap, different helmet types as well. On the website, they have NCAA teams, they have all the NFL teams. You can go in there and shop some of your favorite sports football teams and get a helmet replica just like this. So go over there, use my promo code PITSYN at checkout as well, PITSYN, get yourself a discount at checkout. So go over there and shop now. Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Discussing, of course, the Steelers QB options. I made a video earlier today discussing Aaron Rodgers, supposed to be getting released by the Jets later today, so we should see something about that. And we also should see something about, I think it was Cooper Kupp. He got released earlier, and the Steelers are still very interested in Cooper Kupp as well. I know the Seahawks is interested in him as well too, so we'll see exactly what team you choose. Probably a lot of teams probably looking at him to bring him in. But hey, I wouldn't mind us bringing in Cooper Kupp. I think you did bring in Cooper Kupp. You have George Pickens with DK Metcalf, Cooper Kupp, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, Pat Fryermuth, Darnell Washington. And I think you have a solid line that we got right now. I think that'd be good for any quarterback to come in here. I understand the quarterback to bring in like anybody will go out here and maybe shine crazily or go crazy or anything, but it would definitely give them enough weapons to feel at least where we can be competitive and stuff. So we'll see exactly what the Steelers do. I know Aaron Rodgers is top of their list to bring in. So, and I said Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers negotiation is not going too well. I said that earlier this morning, so we'll see exactly what happened. They said the Giants and the Steelers haven't really heard back from Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings was another team that had like a dark horse team that could bring Aaron Rodgers in. You know, Aaron Rodgers, they said, was very intrigued by playing with the Vikings. So we'll see exactly what happens like that. I think he's following the path. Like people keep saying, following the path of Brett Favre. You know, he played for the Packers, legendary career with the Packers, an injured, riddled career that didn't go too well with the Jets, and then he's joined the Vikings. As long as he don't follow the path of stealing money like Brett Favre, he'd be good. But he followed the path of Brett Favre. He joined the Vikings, got there and shine, make some plays with Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson. That is very appealing. With Aaron Jones, he's back too. He played with him a lot too as well, of course, with the Packers. And also Kevin O'Connell was a great offensive play caller, good head coach as well. So you have him. So actually it's very intriguing. Like T.J. Hawkinson as well. You got some nice pieces over there. So it'd be intriguing to see what happens. He'd be back in the NFC North playing against the Bears team, owning the Bears and stuff. He'd be playing against the Packers. That'd be some big time games, some good games to see. And he'd also be playing against, actually, have he played against the Packers yet? Ever since he left? I don't think so, right? Yeah, because he was injured first year. I don't know if he played against the Packers yet, or since he left. You can let me know down below in the comment section, but that'd be interesting to see. But hopefully the Steelers can find somebody to bring in, whether it's Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson would be my second guess. I thought the Steelers really wanted him over Rodgers. They would have probably brought him in already, of course. But Russ had just visited the Browns, so we'll see exactly what happened with that. That'd be funny if he joined the Browns and then Kenny Pickett just got traded to the Browns. Like, dang. Like the cycle continuing. I left Pittsburgh because I didn't want to compete with Russ, and now you maybe the Cleveland Browns, you got to compete with Russ again. So it'd be the same cycle for him. So we'll see what decision the Steelers make between those two quarterbacks. And then you got some guys who maybe lesser tier. You know, corporate QBs. You got Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston has potential at times, but he's a turnover machine. That man can go out there and have games where he look phenomenal, and he also have games where he look horrendous. Like that, he'll throw 4 touchdowns. And in one game, and the next game, he might throw 4 touchdowns, but he might get 4 picks with it, or 5 picks with it, like that. So he's a gunslinger quarterback, one of those old school gunslingers, and you can live with this in the old days. You know, quarterback throwing a lot of interceptions. Like Troy Aikman used to do that a lot for the Cowboys, but he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he made enough plays for them to win the Super Bowl and different things because he had a good defense, good run game, and the times was different. Nowadays in the NFL, you can't really do that. Having a gunslinger quarterback, all those turnovers and stuff, it's just not gonna work out too well because you can't play defense the way you used to play. So I think Jameis Winston, he's an option, but I wouldn't have him high on the list as a true option. I know Mason Rudolph is still out there. We know Mason Rudolph with us. The last time he played with us, he went 3-0 the last 3 games of the season. Played pretty good too. The Steelers was averaging pretty good numbers. You know, in the Christmas game, we beat the Bengals, and then he beat the Seahawks, and then beat the Ravens the last game of the season, and then in the playoffs, you know, fell a little short to the Bills, but overall played solidly. So he's another option. And then after that, you have some trade options. You know, my long shot is still Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray, I've been saying this I've been on this channel for almost a year now. I think once August comes, it'll be a year on this channel. But my channel I made my own was the Arsenal D.B channel. I've been mentioning Kyler Murray. I said I think a few years back, I mentioned a few times here and there, like Kyler Murray can get traded to the Steelers maybe one day. Like that's why he fit perfectly there with Pittsburgh. Kyler Murray's my long shot one. I don't think he's getting traded though from the Cardinals, but you never know. It never hurt to pick the phone up and call and ask about him like that. So I think the Steelers should do that. They look into that and see what happens. But another trade option, of course, Joe Milton. You can trade a late round pick probably for him. Joe Milton looked pretty good in preseason with the Patriots. You see the potential there he has, of course, when the draft combine last year. He's 6'5". I discussed him on the channel, not this channel, but Arsenal D.B. channel before I was on this channel. I discussed him a lot of times. And the Steelers drafted him actually on my mock draft many times late round, as they have a guy out there who have potential. You know, he has a strong arm, of course. He can push the ball on the field. He has the ability to run as well, being a dual threat QB. And he also just has that extra pizzazz, like that you see the stuff you can't teach, like that. Where he keep the plays alive and stuff, make plays. He got over his accuracy a little bit still, a lot more too, at the higher level to see against tougher and stiffer competition. But I think there's a lot of potential there. It's untapped, and he definitely can get there when you have like the weapons you have in Pittsburgh and Coach Tomlin here and all the different guys and entities and the culture and the structure you have in Pittsburgh. He probably could emerge as that. So we'll see what happens. That's what's one option. Trying to see, I don't really know. It's like Marcus Mariota got signed by the Commanders. That was another option that people have mentioned before too as well. I know on my channel, Arsenal D.B. channel, what's the name? Byron, the one that comes to my channel, supported the channel. And he always discussing different draft scenarios and different options. He said Marcus Mariota could be an option. I was like, yeah, Marcus could be an option, but I think he signed a 1 year, $8 million deal. So had to trade. I don't know if you got to trade for maybe like a 5th, 6th round pick. You trade for him. I don't think he'd be against coming to start somewhere. I think so. That probably be an option. He's a solid player, Marcus Mariota. Not the best, not the worst either. Kind of like in the middle, solid type guy. You know, you feel confident in him, like solid, and him starting to go out there and help you a little bit. He played under Arthur Smith a little bit too as well, already with the Falcons. So that wouldn't be too bad either. So I'm trying to see who else would be an option. I did see I seen Dak Prescott, but that's like a far-fetched one. I wouldn't mind Dak Prescott, but that money is way too high, so that wouldn't be possible. You gotta do too much for that. But yeah, the Steelers really kind of like in that system. That's why I said you should have drafted guys when you had a chance. Before I joined this channel, I was on my own channel. I was advocating very hard. I think that's before I started using YouTube in general. I was advocating hard for the Steelers to draft Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round. Now Lamar Jackson passing on him was one thing already like that. I was surprised they did that because the Heisman Trophy winner and you got Terrell Edmonds. But Lamar Jackson, I was hoping for us to get Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was a guy who Coach Tomlin raved about, was talking about him, and then people was mentioning him, the Steelers was talking to him and stuff. And he felt perfectly because I like his leadership, the mentality he had. Of course, he felt perfectly, and he was in the 2nd round too. I thought the Steelers gonna take him because we had a 1st round pick that year. Remember, Minka Fitzpatrick was the pick when we traded that draft pick away to get him from the Dolphins, so we only had a 2nd round pick, and we took Chase Claypool. I thought we were gonna take a quarterback because Big Ben was getting older. We seen Big Ben just come from an injury. You know, the injury was tore his elbow. So we like, okay, Big Ben just came from an injury, then he missed the whole season now. He's like 36, I think like 35, 36, getting older. It's a guy in Jalen Hurts who just fell in the 2nd round right to you. Take him. The Steelers passed on him and took Chase Claypool, and Chase Claypool don't even play for the team anymore. And Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP with the Eagles. So, hey, you know, I wish the Steelers would have went out there and actually drafted a quarterback to sit behind Ben. They wanted to pander to Big Ben, the Eagles, so much like that. And when Mason Rudolph, he's like, I don't teach him anything. He kept saying about Mason Rudolph and stuff, and the Steelers drafted him. But there's many quarterbacks the Steelers could have drafted to build up while Big Ben was there. And Lamar Jackson was drafted. He would have probably Big Ben would have probably lost his job. He would never got it back because Lamar Jackson would have played that year that Big Ben got out the whole year. And Lamar Jackson would have did his thing, of course. And Big Ben would never got a job back properly. But kind of like Joe Flacco, what happened to him. But I think the Steelers should have probably went the approach of maybe drafting the guy, because now you're stuck in just a limbo of things. You got pieces, you got weapons now with DK Metcalf, George Pickens, and you're bringing Cooper Kupp, and you see what else you got as well around the team. The defense is good. You're just missing that one focal piece. People saying change the coach out, change this out, all the extra stuff. It's not, you can change the coach out, you can change the GM out, you can change everybody out. It's not going to change the fact that you're still missing a quarterback and you're still in the same spot. You actually might be worse. If you leave and you replace Coach Tomlin, you're going to be worse probably, because the coach that comes in next will probably be like 5-12. You're going to have a 5-12 season. We have a 6-11 season and have some bad seasons like that and just be losing like that. But at least with Coach T, you're able to compete a little bit, at least get to the playoffs, at least give you some type of hope in a sense. So we'll see if we can get a quarterback. We get a quarterback, it changes a lot of things. The coach words and the coach motivation and the coach like strategy and preparation can only get you so far. You need playmakers though still. Coach Tomlin can prepare us and get us to 10 wins like we did the past 2 years, 10-7, make the playoffs of course as well, clinch playoff spot like we did last year, but that will change the fact and we cannot win when we get to the big moments. We don't have that one position that matters the most, and that is the quarterback spot. Until you get that position, you'll be in the same predicament over and over and over again. But we'll see what happens, of course. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys on the next channel. Well, I said next channel. Actually, yeah, my channel maybe later. I might do another video on the NFL, or maybe on this channel, depending on what happens. But just stay tuned and locked in. Peace out.